President Biden faced widespread criticism when he proclaimed March 31st, Easter Sunday, as the Transgender Day of Visibility. The White House quickly noted that this day has been recognized for many years in America, but that's still no excuse for why the president went out of his way to issue a proclamation on the same day millions were celebrating the resurrection of Christ. It's interesting that the president later went on X and used the reality of humanity being created in the image of God to further defend his proclamation and his administration's position on this issue. What an age we live in when our secular leaders use biblical truth to blatantly justify anti-Christian propaganda. But the backlash raises a question for secular Americans. Why would Christians refrain from celebrating the Transgender Day of Visibility and show such dismay that it coincides with Easter? Well, Scripture teaches that there are only two sexes, male and female. Biology and common sense confirm this teaching. While men and women express their manhood and womanhood in splendidly diverse ways, their individuality nonetheless falls within these two binary categories. You're either a woman or you're a man. What's more, the biblical teaching about male and female is more than a doctrinal aside. It's central to God's design for the world. In fact, the Bible's opening line, "In the beginning God," is followed immediately by his division of the human world into male and female, and a declaration that this male-female distinction teaches the world something about God. So the division of humanity into two sexes isn't a result of ignorance or patriarchy. It was God's design. To uphold the Christian view of the world and humans' place in it, we must affirm the biblical teaching about gender and sexuality. It's not an overstatement to say that the United States has gone from being a nation state undergirded by the Judeo-Christian worldview to one that is hostile to Christianity or any strong form of religion. The worship of God is suppressed, and the celebration of transgenderism is now amplified. Such is the tragedy of our godless age. This proclamation by President Biden is another reminder of what happens when religion is pushed out of the public square. It is always replaced with something horrific. Of course, the church will be seen as ignorant, bigoted, and even evil, but we must stand firm. We must be unwavering in speaking the truth and always doing so with grace.